So in order to solve this task where you need to find partial derivative of the function z at the point 2 and 1, you need to see what kind of derivative you need to find. You see here it's written partial derivative of x, xy. So firstly you will derive by x, then you will derive by x, and then you will derive by y the function z. And then you will insert 2 and 1 instead of x and y. So your first task is to find the derivative of z by x. And this one, you just take this function and derive. So here what you have to do, you have to apply the quotient rule, and then you will have this one into square below, like this. And here you will have the derivative of the first function, which is above, multiplied by 1 minus xy, and minus the first function multiplied by 1 minus xy derivative. So now it is necessary to derive the rest. And let us copy this. So here instead of this there will be 1, because you will derive this everything by x, and when you derive by x you think that y is a constant number, and if it's a constant number, derivative of y by x is 0. So here is 1 plus 0, so it's 1, so we can skip it. And here if you derive this guy, here it will be 0, and here it will be minus y, because you derive by x. And if you simplify the equation, then what will you get? Let us see. So here it will be 1 minus x, we open the brackets, and here you see minus and minus gives us plus, so here will be plus xy and plus y squared. And final result is we copy this, and this one will disappear. So this is the final result. So we have found the first derivative of z by x. But now we need to find the second derivative of z by x. I will write it like this, because the first derivative was by x, the second also. So now we need to derive this expression. And let us do again the same by applying the quotient rule. So here you will have this to the power of 4, because you have to square it. And here you will have this derivative by x. So this derivative by x multiplied by the function here, and minus, then I will copy this to make it fast, and here the derivative of minus this multiplied by derivative of that, and let us derive. So here I will copy this to save time for when writing, and here this one will give us 0, because it doesn't depend on x, so it is all constant and it is 0, and if it's 0 is multiplied by this, then everything is 0. So here we just delete it. And what happens here? This one stays like it is, but here you need to write another thing. It will be 2. It is a complicated function, so it is like you apply the chain rule, and here will be 2 minus 1xy, and multiplied by xy derivative was minus y by x, of course. So this is what we get. And now we can open the brackets, and we can see that here the sign minus and here the sign minus will give us plus. Then this one will be, here we can have 2 before, and and here we will have y minus xy squared, and this y will disappear. So, and now we can multiply these two guys, and then we will receive the task. So it will be standing like it is. Here it will be 2 plus, and here multiplied by y plus y cube minus xy squared, and here minus xy to the power of 4. So let us double check again. This one is, and here I want, yeah, so this one, this times this times this, and this is plus 2 times y minus xy squared. And here this is the following. Yeah, but I wanted to tell that it wasn't a good solution because we could make it a little bit more simple. I will delete this, I will delete this, and you will see a better result. Here you see that here it is x minus y and xy, and here, so we can delete this guy here, and we can delete one guy here. And when we multiply the following, then we will have plus, here will be 2 plus 2y cubed, and here will be 2y, yeah, divided by this. So now I think it's more understandable, because before it was larger, we didn't have this mark. And now you see we have to find the next derivative by y, so we need to take this n and derive it by y. So we will find the third derivative, and the next derivative here will be by y. So we have to derive these guys, and again we will have to apply the quotient rule, and let us apply this. So here we can have this one into power of 6, and now this one will be derived by y. Now we derive by y and multiply by this one, and then I can get this brackets away, and here minus, we can put everything here, and it will be this multiplied by the derivative of 1 minus x cubed, but by y. And in order to find this, we need to find derivatives. I will copy this to save time when writing, and here if you want to derive that, you will have 2 plus 6y squared. This will be the first one. And here it will be 2y plus 2y cubed stays the same, and here instead of this you will write 3 of this squared and multiplied by minus x now, because you derive by x. And if you want to save some time, then we can make the here plus, because this minus and this minus gives us plus, and here of course there should be, yeah, and you see now we can save time by deleting this and this squared. So here this squared will disappear, here we will have only 1 power, and here will be power of 4. And now when we want to find this, we have to simplify. So what we can do here, it is we can simplify everything. So let us do this. Here it's gonna be, I will mark it like here above, you can see, and let us see what will happen. It will be 2 plus 6y squared minus 2xy and minus 6xy cubed. Then let us open these brackets. We also have pluses, so we can delete all the brackets, and here will be plus 6xy and plus 6xy cubed, because here we have 6xy cubed. So xy cubed can be deleted. So now let me copy this, and then we will simplify one more time. So here this guy will disappear, this guy will disappear, and here you will have, instead of this, you will have 4xy with plus sign. And now this is the result. So this guy is equal to that. And now we need to make the point 2 and 1. So if you have the we have the point M 2 and 1, so x equals to 2, y equals to 1. So then this will be the following. It will be 2 plus 6 multiplied by 1 squared plus 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 divided by 1 minus 2 times 1 to the power of 4. And you see here above you will have 2 plus 6 plus 8, this is 16, and here you have 1. So final answer is 16. And that's all.